Malky, the first leg you had against Benfica, you had a bit of a makeshift defence. In terms of the injuries and also the signing you've made in Maddie and ALFO, what's the situation with your squad for the game?
Maddie will come into contention. She came through the game fantastically well. She's firing on all cylinders. Feels really good about herself. So she'll come into contention for a place within the team setup. Unfortunately, Hannah and Kathy won't make it. Although the good news is that they're now moved on significantly in their rehab. Both of them are now out of the boots that they were wearing as a precaution, and it seems to be, touch wood, that everything is going according to plan, and hopefully we shall see them come back into play, hopefully after the international break.
Mm-hmm. I was watching the interview with Tessa Middag that was put out earlier in the week, and she was saying they'd been working on not specifically the tactics, but actually the spacing at the back to try and keep it tighter. Have you been able to have a look at the pitch you're going to be playing on? Is it significantly smaller than Ibrox was?
No, the pitch, I'm led to believe, is similar to what Ibrox is. Good quality pitch as well. So yeah, there's when you have to make adjustments to the team, you have to defend, not as you would normally do. We obviously profiled Kathy and Hannah to come in and play along with Lisa, guys who are afraid of playing the position. So there is wee bits and wee tweaks that we'll make in terms of just how to help the back four. And I think Tessa Midag's absolutely commendable what she's done. She's came in and she's playing obviously out of position, but really assured in how to play the position now. So yeah, just Tessa being Tessa, Mark, she wants every single wee detail, as do the rest of the girls. They're after so much information. So and again, it's their professionalism. So fair play to her.
Malky, I wonder what chance of progression you give yourselves. And I wonder as well, would you take inspiration from how the men got into the Champions League group stage, in that when Eindhoven came and drew at Ibrox, I don't think that many people necessarily thought that Rangers could go away and win, which is obviously exactly what they did. So in terms of that, how do you balance all that in terms of what you're facing?
Yeah, I think we know what we've achieved last year, winning the league and getting to the Champions League has been phenomenal. It's great, and then progressing and getting through the first stages of that was almost a kind of proof of concept and a belief that went into the squad. We're now at a stage of their development that this experience is going to be absolutely, it's going to be so pivotal in us moving forward for the rest of this season. We have no fear about the tie. We have an attitude where we believe in ourselves, and it's like in any game, if we have the majority of our squad playing to their capabilities, then yeah, sure, we can get a result. But the level that we're playing at against Benfica, it's going to take all those players, the 10 outfield players and the goalkeeper, if we just include the 11 players there, we're going to need the vast majority, 9/10 of those players off firing at the one time on the evening, But yeah, we've planned and prepared properly. We have a desire and a passion to win collectively. So we're looking forward to the tie.
And if it does go your way, just how big an achievement would that be, winning over there and knocking out what is obviously an established Champions League group stage team in Benfica at your first attempt?
Yeah, I think it would be something that's probably never really kind of been done by a kind of new team, if you like, if you want to call us a new team to this kind of competition, which we undoubtedly are. But yeah, it would be special. But I think the bit about doing that would be the hard work and effort that the girls have put into the preparation, not just for the game, but since the start of the season. I think that again will help the team grow for the future. But they're, as I said earlier, they're a fantastic bunch to work with. They're so tuned into it. They're so up for representing the club and representing their families and representing Scotland. It's a big issue, And let's hope that we can hope that we can get a positive result come tomorrow night.
Hi there, Malky. How are you doing?
I suppose with the leg that you had last week, there was obviously many lessons that you could take from that, many positives as well that you can take into the next game. What are those lessons that you're looking to learn, and anything that you're looking to kind of implement in this next tie?
I think it's at both ends of the pitch. If we look at it at this level, you have to take your chances, and the real pleasing thing was that we got into goal scoring opportunities, and we probably only got into about 5 or 6, I think, when we done the analysis of it, but we managed to have a good goal ratio to that. Kayla McCoy getting the 2 goals was fantastic. In the normal domestic games, we're probably creating numerous chances, and our goal ratio is kind of lower, if you like. So again, at this level, for the girls, it's like anything. It's about how to retain the ball, and the whole tempo and the pace of it. It's just up another level. Chances that you do create, you have to capitalise on. You have to score those goals, which then allows you to then progress in the game itself. On the other side of that is, if you do lose the ball in certain areas, you can get hurt, and you can get hurt badly and lose goals. Mistakes or something, you'll have watched the games last night, and mistakes can cost you the game, But that experience is great for us, because it's a whole education here. It's a whole learning curve for myself, for the staff, and for the players as well. So we get into this game with a positive attitude, and looking forward to the outcomes. And whatever the outcome is, it will be a positive, because we'll utilise it going forward for the development and the progression of this football club.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to be a squad of European pedigree, and anything that comes out of this tie, I suppose, will just build on that experience to achieve it.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's massive in the fact that we're travelling together. We've came to an absolutely salubrious hotel here. It's fantastic. The club have really looked after us. The Benfica as a team, we've got a representative from them who's our chaperone, who's helping us, and it's top level football, and you can see it. It's oozing out of it, which the girls are thoroughly enjoying.
What kind of achievement would it be for you to progress to the next round? If possible, if you're just able to kind of repeat your thoughts on that.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, getting through this stage will be monumental. That will be something that I don't think we would, in my wildest dreams, would we have got this far. But I think, in saying that, the other side to that is that we have worked hard, and the team has worked hard, and without being arrogant, there's a bit of confidence within them. There's a bit of belief within the group and the staff as well. And why not? Why can you not plan and prepare as we do at the club, and go into the game with a positive mindset, and look to utilise our strengths within that game?
Hi, Malky. How you doing?
Hi, Al.
Just wondered if you sense a boldness about the squad.
Yes, I think there is. Yeah, I think there comes a confidence, an air of confidence, and what's pleasing about it for me is that confidence is controlled. It's not going out there in the wrong fashion. It's still confident, but very humble and very appreciative, which is why if we hope for a real positive outcome for this game, that we'll obviously display that in that way. We'll not get too high, and we'll not get too low, But yeah, the boldness does come into it.
And just as an aside, I know there's been criticisms from the men's side in terms of the new Sky deal, but I just wondered what your thoughts might be in terms of the women's game and the exposure and the money that it's going to bring in. That's kind of unheard of in what was essentially, an amateur league a couple of seasons ago.
I think it's fantastic that we're getting that kind of opportunity to be broadcasted by a massive organisation, which again will give the women's game great visibility, and we're absolutely delighted that. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of the deal as such, but I'm over the moon that we're getting that kind of exposure.
Malky, it looked from the first game as if Benfica's best players are attacking players. Is that something that you can factor in both in terms of how you attack them and how you defend them?
Yeah, I think, you know, when we've analysed Benfica prior to last week's game, and then obviously playing against them, we knew that their style of play is very, very forward, very attack minded. They've got a lot of players in their group who are really afraid with the ball. They're skillful, they're fast. But yeah, just like you say, you know, we'll put a game plan together to making sure that we have a shape and a structure behind the ball to try and counter that. But again, if you look at us in that game, Alan, there, you know, the breaks that we had on them, and you know, Kayla, the first goal that we score, that, you know, it's a free kick getting played into a forward area, and I thought Brogan Hay was fantastic in the physicality, laying the ball back for Sam, who played it back onto Brogan, and an early cross put in, and Kayla gets in between their centre backs and scores, and obviously the second goal where Kayla bends her run and runs the girl into their right hand side, but what a finish from an acute angle. So yeah, you know, I think the game, as you know, it's you're either in possession, you're out of possession, and it's the bit in between that you have to contain and look after.
Hi Malky, you already talked a lot about the game, but just from your point of view, how do you expect it to differ from last week? Do you expect Benfica to perhaps attack more, given that they're at home? Could that play into your hands?
I think we've actually discussed it as a staff, and you know, we've came to a mindset and the way that football's played now, that we have to be ready for every eventuality. We have to be ready for, are they going to sit in and try and hit us in the counter, or are they going to come out all guns blazing and have a go because they're on home turf, you know. But either way, we'll be ready for whatever style of play that comes towards us, and hopefully we can try and impart ourselves on Benfica.
Obviously, Kayla McCoy has been firing on all cylinders this season. How pivotal do you feel she might be come tomorrow night against Benfica, especially considering she did score the 2 goals on Tuesday?
Yeah, I think when any player's playing with the high level of confidence that she has, then they're obviously going to be a threat, you know. But I think the confidence that Kayla's got is because the players round about her are in a similar vein, you know. They're organised, they know their jobs, and again they're committed to the task and the objective.
And Mark also mentioned Maddison ALFO. How pleased were you with her performance against Motherwell at the weekend?
Well, I think we again, when we're profiling players and we're trying to scout players, the big part of that is what kind of character is the person, and we knew that Maddison ALFO's character was absolutely a lover of football, happy person. She's upbeat. You know, a lot of reports come back from other coaches that she's an enthusiastic person that spreads a lot of that enthusiasm about, and you could see it in her play. You know, I said to the guys when the game kicked off, 20 minutes into it, you could see her absolutely enjoying being on the field and playing for Glasgow Rangers. So I think that's a major factor in why she does do well, you know.